Consequences for victims. Victims of deed fraud face their own set of challenges, which can be devastating. Loss of property. Victims may temporarily or permanently lose ownership of their property until the fraud is rectified, which can be a lengthy and uncertain process. Temporary versus permanent loss. Victims may face the shocking reality of losing their property rights, either temporarily during the legal battles or permanently if the fraud isn't rectified. This loss is not only a financial blow, but also disrupts the victim's life stability and future plans. Complex recovery process. Reclaiming ownership involves navigating a complex legal system, which can be daunting and prolonged. Victims must prove their rightful ownership against fraudulently created evidence, which often requires expert legal assistance. Financial burden. Victims often incur substantial legal fees to challenge fraudulent deeds and restore their property rights. They may also face financial instability due to the potential loss of their homes or investments. Legal expenses. The financial impact of deed fraud extends beyond the loss of property. Victims need to hire attorneys to represent them in civil court to challenge the fraudulent deeds and prove their case. Legal fees can escalate quickly, especially in prolonged cases. Potential loss of home or investment. For many, the property involved represents their primary residence or a critical investment. The financial instability from potentially losing such assets can have long-term repercussions on their overall economic well-being. Credit damage. If the fraud involves illegal borrowing against the property, victims may see their credit score impacted, complicating their financial situation further. Illegal borrowing and liabilities. In cases where fraudsters borrow against the property without the owner's knowledge, the true owners might find themselves legally responsible for any unpaid debts, further complicating their financial troubles. Impact on credit scores. Such financial discrepancies can severely damage the victim's credit score, making it difficult to obtain loans, refinance existing debts, or secure housing in the future. The process of correcting one's credit report can be lengthy and requires continuous monitoring and disputes with credit bureaus. Mental health impacts. The stress of dealing with deed fraud can lead to significant emotional and psychological distress. Victims often experience anxiety, depression, and a pervasive sense of vulnerability and mistrust. Strain on personal relationships. The emotional toll can also affect familial and social relationships, compounding the stress experienced by the victim. Emotional distress. The process of dealing with deed fraud can be emotionally taxing and stressful, leading to significant mental health impacts. Mental health impacts. The stress of dealing with deed fraud can lead to significant emotional and psychological distress. Victims often experience anxiety, depression, and a pervasive sense of vulnerability and mistrust. Strain on personal relationships. The emotional toll can also affect familial and social relationships, compounding the stress experienced by the victim. Additional considerations. Reputational damage. For some, especially those in small communities or whose professional reputation is tied to their financial integrity, being a victim of deed fraud can lead to reputational damage. Long-term security concerns. Even after resolving the immediate legal issues, victims may feel a lasting insecurity regarding their property rights and may need to take additional measures to protect themselves from future fraud. Overall, the ordeal of experiencing deed fraud is both disruptive and harmful, with victims facing a daunting journey to regain their property, financial stability, and peace of mind. Legal and psychological support services are crucial in helping victims navigate the consequences and recover from this invasive crime. Preventative measures. Given these severe consequences, preventative measures are crucial. These include conducting thorough background checks on parties involved in real estate transactions, utilizing title insurance, and regularly reviewing property records to ensure there are no unauthorized changes. Education on real estate laws and staying informed about the latest fraud trends can also help in preventing deed fraud. Understanding and addressing the consequences of deed fraud is vital for maintaining the integrity of real estate transactions in Arizona. Both legal professionals and the public need to be vigilant and proactive in their efforts to deter and respond to such fraudulent activities. In Arizona, where real estate transactions involve significant financial investments, implementing robust preventative measures is crucial to mitigate the risk of deed fraud. Here's an expanded look at effective strategies that can be employed. 1. Conducting thorough background checks. Vetting all parties. It's essential for individuals and businesses to thoroughly vet all parties involved in real estate transactions. This includes real estate agents, buyers, sellers, and lawyers. Background checks can reveal prior fraudulent activities or other red flags. Utilizing professional services. Engaging with reputable companies that specialize in conducting background checks can provide a deeper insight into the histories of the parties involved, ensuring all aspects are transparent and secure. 2. Utilizing title insurance. Protection against fraud. Title insurance is a critical component in protecting against potential deed fraud. It provides financial restitution if the policyholder suffers losses due to a defective title caused by forgery or other illicit activities. Ensuring comprehensive coverage. When purchasing title insurance, it's vital to ensure that the policy covers all possible contingencies, including known and unknown title defects, to provide the broadest protection against fraud. 3. Regularly reviewing property records. Monitoring property records. Regularly checking property records with the county recorder's office can help property owners detect any unauthorized or suspicious changes to their property deeds. Utilizing online tools. Many counties offer online services that alert property owners to changes in their property records, allowing for timely detection and response to unauthorized alterations. 4. Education on real estate laws. Staying informed. Knowledge of real estate laws, particularly those related to property rights and fraud, is essential. Regular seminars, workshops, and courses can educate property owners and real estate professionals on the nuances of real estate laws in Arizona. Public awareness campaigns, state and local government agencies, along with real estate organizations, can run awareness campaigns to educate the public about the risks of deed fraud and the importance of vigilance. 5. Staying informed about fraud trends. Up-to-date information. Keeping abreast of the latest fraud trends through alerts from legal and real estate professionals can help preempt potential threats. This includes subscribing to newsletters, attending industry conferences, and participating in professional networks. Engaging with community groups. Local community groups and online forums can be invaluable resources for sharing information and experiences related to real estate fraud, providing a collective defense against such activities. Collaborative efforts. Cooperation among professionals. Real estate agents, lawyers, and law enforcement agencies need to work closely to establish common protocols for detecting and reporting fraud swiftly. Legislative actions. Advocating for stronger laws and regulations that specifically target real estate fraud and provide clearer guidelines for transactions can also be a significant deterrent. These preventative measures are essential not only for protecting individual property owners, but also for maintaining the integrity and stability of the entire real estate market in Arizona. By implementing these strategies, both professionals and the public can help prevent the severe consequences associated with deed fraud.